and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DJ Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down and 3. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Darnold completes it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 18-yard line.
Second and 8. Throwing again is Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Marcus Mariota. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, 49ers nothing.
Second and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And that'll make it 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
Tackle by Avonte Maddox.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49er first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down at the 28.
To George
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
I'm here all day. 56.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Mariota on the keeper. Jaquaski Tart on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a...
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run. This is Cannon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Maher able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. A little juke. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. There's Garoppolo to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Austin on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Darnold from the red zone now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds Austin complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jets 17. 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
San Francisco.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo.
Garoppolo's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Yard gain. Brings up second down at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Garoppolo's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
On the play. Second and
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
21.
Garoppolo now. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got one. Mike's 54. Here we go.
On first and 10, Darnold. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
56. Right there. 56.
Back to throw, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
2nd and short now following the fumble. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down.
Play action. Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go. What do you need? 65. He's not going to get me. Mike, check that. Cut 19.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The 20, and now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Lar now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Score Jets 38, 49ers 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to... And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, 49 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now he rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Marr on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Jets 59.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Down 49ers.
Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And a 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! You can't block me. You can't block me.
Garoppolo on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
San Francisco.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Second down and 8. Garoppolo again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.